Welcome to Storytime. My name is Miss Shaina and I work at the Hugh Embry Library here in Pasco County. I love the ocean, don't you? The wind in my hair, the sun on my face, and the wonderful sound of the ocean waves as they crash onto the shore. You know what? If you love the ocean, then today is a great time to join me at Storytime because we're going to be reading a book about the ocean. Today's book for Storytime is going to be Ocean Meets Sky by the Fan Brothers. Ocean Meets Sky by the Fan Brothers. Published by Simon & Schuster's Books for Young Readers. Finn lived by the sea, and the sea lived by him. It's a good day for sailing, his grandfather would have said. Finn remembered Grandpa's voice, telling him stories about a place far away where the ocean meets the sky. His grandfather would have been 90 years old today. To honor him, Finn built a boat fit for a long journey, one they had planned together. Boat building was hard work. Finn took a short nap below decks, and when he awoke, he felt the boat rocking gently beneath him. The journey had begun. Look at all the clouds. What do you see in the clouds? I see a boat and a bird. I think there's some other things in the clouds too, but I'm going to leave them for you to find. I didn't think the open sea would feel so lonely, Finn said after some time. This caught the attention of a great golden fish. Do you know where ocean meets sky? Finn asked the fish. It's high and low and as deep as the sea, the fish answered in a voice that made Finn's boat shake. It's up and down and very far. I can show you the way. My goodness, look at how big that fish is. He followed the golden fish to the Library Islands, where 100 bookish birds were roosting. See if you can count them all. See if there are 100 birds. Then they explored an island of giant shells and crossed a sea of moon jellies dancing. And a moon jelly is just a jellyfish. But then Finn's eyes filled with wonder. Had he finally reached the place of his grandfather's stories? The magical place where ocean meets sky? His boat began to lift from the water. Or had the water fallen away? Oh my goodness, look at the gigantic whale. And look at all the boats. Looks like there's boats and there's boats that look like fish. And there's balloons and dirigibles. My goodness, what an adventure. And goodness sakes, there's even more. Now there's a castle in the sky and a gigantic steamliner. All sorts of wonderful things. See if you can find Finn in this picture. See if you can find him in his little tiny boat. The golden fish swam towards the moon. Finn followed. He wanted to say goodbye. Who does the moon look like? I think the moon looks like Finn's grandfather. He had so many questions, but he heard a voice calling to him from far away. Finn! Finn! Wake up, it's time for dinner, said his mother. I made Grandpa's dumplings. Finn looked out across the sea to that magical place far away where ocean meets sky. It had been a good day for sailing. The end. What an amazing book! I loved the beautiful pictures that the Fan Brothers illustrated. It's a wonderful story. And you know what? If you like this story, there are a couple other stories that we have available in our catalog that are actually new to the library. One is called Smug Seagull. He is the sneakiest seagull on the beach. But what happens when he meets his match? You'll have to find out by checking out this book. Another great one that we have that's new is called Swashby and the Sea. It's a lovely book written by Beth Ferry, and it is about an old man. His name is No Nonsense Captain Swashby, and he's lived his life on the sea all alone until his new neighbors settle in next door and disrupt his entire day. What happens? You'll have to find out by checking the book out. Let's go on to our craft for this story time. We're going to be making paper bag jellyfish. All right, what you're going to be needing for this craft is you're going to need a paper bag, some markers to decorate with, some googly eyes if you want, or you can draw your eyes on with some markers if you don't have googly eyes, some glue to stick the googly eyes on, and some scissors to cut your paper bag, or if you would like, you can also rip the paper bag, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. So the first thing that you're going to do with your paper bag is this is going to be the jellyfish's head, and these are going to be his tentacles. You can do this one of two ways. You can either take your scissors and you can cut, and you're going to want to cut through both sides of the bag. You can cut and make strips. Now don't cut all the way up onto the head. You're going to want to leave that like that, but you can cut all the way up to kind of where it's folded right there, where the edge of that is. So you can either cut that, or if you don't have scissors or you want to make it a little bit different, you can also rip the strips straight up. And I quite like that, so I think I'm going to continue ripping some strips. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to kind of try and separate some of the jellyfish legs so that they kind of go all over the place. You can do that by crinkling them up just a little bit. Flipping it over, crinkle some of these up. Like that. Now he's kind of got his tentacles going everywhere. I think I'm going to color my jellyfish with some polka dots. I don't necessarily know if there are any blue polka dotted jellyfish out there, but I think it is a pretty color. Yeah, like that. And so now we're going to attach his eyes. We're going to take our glue and our googly eyes and put some glue on the back of them. Stick our googly eyes on. Now what you can actually do is you can open this up and put it on your hand, and it makes a little jellyfish puppet. Well, I hope you had fun at story time today. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you'd like to read more about the ocean, make sure to check out some of those books. You can even check out the one that we read today, Ocean Meets Sky. It is available in our catalog. But before you go, let's sing our goodbye song. You want to help me, Mr. Jellyfish? I think he does. Here we go. We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye to all our friends. We wave goodbye like this. Bye-bye, everybody.